The Xbox One is closing the generation with smaller titles to round out a library of exclusive games that have been hit or miss. Microsoft plans to keep the platform backfilled with games for the Xbox One and Xbox Game Pass, while they ramp up for the Xbox Series X generation. With a couple of E3s showing very few big new AAA games, it looks like the Xbox has been holding everything back for this moment. And thanks to insiders and excited developers, we have an insight to what Xbox has been waiting to show us all this time. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for showing up. I've talked about a lot of this before, and if you've been with the channel for a while, you're going to see some incredible plans for Xbox that you hoped would become a reality. Hit the like and subscribe button if you like productions like this, and let's take a look at what games Xbox is ready to reveal very soon. Xbox Game Studios is made up of 15 named studios that span the genres of racing, shooters, RPG, strategy, and adventure games. Xbox Game Studios is a handpicked team of talent from around the world, from the competition, and homegrown from Xbox's best, spanning decades of experience. Everyone knows that 343 is working on Halo Infinite. The Coalition is working on Gears 6. Turn 10 and Playground Games are working on Forza 8 and Forza Horizon 5. And from the outside, especially with Xbox's only true success with the Halo, Gears, and Forza mantra, you'd think that it was all Xbox had in store for the Xbox Series X. The problem stems from the past two major events. Xbox had not revealed any new big AAA IPs to add to the catalog of games to make the platform unique. In the case of E3 2019, not a single brand new game was introduced during a long wait for compelling new mature story-driven games on the Xbox. But Xbox has a plan, either a marketing strategy or a clean slate, probably both, to let the Xbox One generation, which was subjectively their most difficult, play out with smaller titles the teams are finishing now and save the games, especially their big reveals, to push the excitement for a whole new, refocused generation on Xbox Series X. Now, according to insider Shinobi on gaming forums and social media, Xbox is ready to show what they've been holding back. He says, "It's not my place to give details, and my username would be plastered on sites come morning if I did, so I won't. But you won't have to wait too much longer. Really, I'm incredibly excited at what's coming from Xbox. Gorgeous fantasy worlds, reboots, big sci-fi. Should be a lot of fun." End quote. Shinobi has undoubtedly seen firsthand the concepts and cues for the all-new generation of Xbox Game Studios, and adding all of the information we have gathered over the past year, here is what you can expect from Microsoft to reveal for the next generation on Xbox. inXile is busy finalizing Wasteland 3 with a minor delay, but the real excitement is that inXile has been hiring additional talent for an RPG first-person shooter, which is a step up from a team that has mainly developed isometric action RPGs. It's too early for inXile to show or tease this shooter for next gen, but a first-person shooter from inXile complements the next game coming from Obsidian Entertainment. Now everyone knows Obsidian is getting ready to release Grounded, a game preview work in progress from a small team of a dozen people. Grounded is an Xbox One generation game meant to carry on as it improves, but the main body of work is likely a sequel to the well-received, brightly colored space RPG Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds focused on choice and dialogue and refined shooting and combat mechanics compared to their older work. With the backing of Xbox Game Studios funding and powerful PC and Xbox Series hardware behind them, the sequel for Outer Worlds will feel more vibrant, open, and hard-hitting. Everyone wants to know what Playground Games' St. Albans House RPG studio is working on, and at this point, it's undeniable that Shinobi's clues are hinting at, well, it's a reboot. Playground Games' RPG studio is working on a next-generation Fable game. Concerns with Fable are justified since the older games look even older and whimsical than most games around it at the time, but we are hearing that the new Fable reboot by Playground Games looks very much in line with The Witcher 3 visually, with a massive, beautiful open world that Playground has always been able to deliver. Xbox seems to be very proud of this game, and I expect we'll see it before the year is over. The other game that Shinobi is reluctant to call out for the Xbox Series X is unarguably the most anticipated title from the most anticipated studio in Santa Monica, The Initiative. The Initiative studio is led by Daryl Gallagher, who has led production on Call of Duty titles, and he rebooted the massively successful Tomb Raider series, taking it from the archaic polygonal roots of the first PlayStation into high-grade AAA graphics and gameplay, emulating the Uncharted series combat and traversal. Now Daryl's team is rebooting Joanna's Perfect Dark to make a AAA action-adventure stealth third-person shooter. This will be a fully realized blockbuster reimagining of a series that will bring the character to the forefront of the face of Xbox Game Studios. Phil Spencer has had hands-on with the rumored Perfect Dark reboot, so expect it to be a mature, story-driven title that has been missing on the Xbox platform. There are several other studios that are working on totally unknown projects at this time that just got started about a year ago. Compulsion Games is likely working on something evolved from Dishonored. Rare is working on Everwild, a god game in an Earth-like wilderness. Ninja Theory is working on the very haunting, mature, and lifelike Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga, as well as the experimental Project Mara. World's Edge is working on a brand new Age of Empires which will release on PC and Xbox thanks to the power of the Series X. Double Fine is working on releasing Psychonauts 2 and all new ideas. And Undead Labs has doubled their studio staff and funding for a true online connected State of Decay 3 in the coming year or more. Then there is the global publishing team that is collecting second-party deals to release exclusively to Xbox Game Studios platform. There is so much more, and if you want to see a more in-depth look at each of these games and the people behind them, I'll have a link at the end of the video. Xbox One had a trying generation with low-rated new games, few unique games to push the Xbox One forward, but all of that energy, time, and funding is being focused into a whole new Xbox generation, with a clean slate of the most powerful console, best services in Xbox Game Pass, xCloud, and Xbox Live, and now a full catalog of some 6 to 10 games coming every year to make the Xbox Series X truly the best place to play. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for watching this video. I was there at E3 2019 last year when Xbox put on what I thought was an incredible show, but at the end I realized they didn't reveal any big new games. A year ago, I was starting to understand, and with a little help of discussing things with Xbox leadership, that the team wanted to hold on to the biggest games to push the Xbox Series X. I saw it as a risk-reward in marketing to forego good faith with fans that wanted to know that Xbox was making something besides Halo, Gears, and Forza. I don't always agree with the idea to hold big reveals closer to a new console, but right now I can see that's exactly what PlayStation is doing for the PS5, and it's working. Also, I think it's important for Xbox to start with a clean slate for next generation, let the games like Grounded and Bleeding Edge release on the Xbox One, and come out swinging with an all-new funding and talent set for the Xbox Series X. I'm getting both consoles, the Xbox and PS5, for next generation, and I've been watching this situation closely, and if you're wondering if the consoles will be delayed, check out my last video. I'll have that linked at the end of the video as well. Like and subscribe to the channel and add me on Xbox Live and PSN at Colteastwood. If you want to see more coverage of the consoles and the games, hit the bell to be notified of weekly content. If you've been here a while and you want to support the work I'm doing and help me pay for the software and the work I do, you can join the channel each month or the Patreon and you'll get early access to videos before they go live. But I know times are really tough right now. People are watching the world and how things are changing. They're wondering if they're going to get these games or keep waiting, or if they can afford the new consoles. And just your eyes on the video, commenting in the comment section, liking the videos, sharing them, that means more to me than anything else. But stay positive, keep doing what you're doing, stay home, play games, play through your backlog, and I'm betting we will see these new games as soon as late May or maybe early in June. So be ready. Be excited, and as always, please, be nice.